am just so excited to see you all here today, and this is an exciting day in the city of Newport News. These type of activities are the reasons that us council people show up here, you know. We want you all to know that we have exciting plans for you and that we are trying to execute things that make our city a great place to live, work, and as our former mayor Joe Frank used to say, and raise your family. So today, this special occasion is the dedication of the Antoine Bethea Basketball Court. And we're just so excited to have he and his family join us here today. So let me see. I would be remiss if I did not recognize my colleagues. To my left is Dr. Sandra Terry, Councilwoman. Just one love. Our city manager, Cindy Roth, here on the front. The Honorable School Board Member Marvin Harris, he's in here somewhere. Here he is, to my left. My colleague to my right is Marcellus Harris, Dr. Marcellus Harris, councilman from the North. And I will introduce shortly our Honorable Mayor. But anyways, we are want to move on with the ceremony, but we're just excited that this event came about, and Mr. Bethea and his family, his foundation, saw the value of having this here in the North District. I believe he went to school in this district. And he and Marcellus Harris, a councilman, my colleague, they were the brainchild of this together. And we're just so excited that the city sees the value in these, and the partnerships here in the city of Newport News are what make things work. When we come together and for a common goal and look at the needs of the city and how anyone will be impacted, what we will enjoy, what we need. These are the kind of projects that come together as a result of those type of brainstorms. So without any further ado, I am going to welcome our mayor, Dr. McKinley Price.
Thank you, Sharon, and good afternoon, everyone. It is indeed, thank you, it is indeed my pleasure to be here today as we celebrate the opening of this basketball court, and is graciously donated by NFL player and Denbigh High School graduate Antoine Bethea and the Bethea Family Foundation. It's an honor to have you here today, Mr. Bethea, as well as your parents, Farina and Larry. Are they here? Raise their hands. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. These masks. And your wife, Samantha. Yes. You know, we are about to unveil the city's first outdoor lighted basketball court. That deserves an applause. Now, we are fortunate to have citizens who love Newport News and want to give back to our community. And the Bethea Family Foundation has done a lot of good for young people in Newport News and in our communities across the country. And as you continually seek to inspire hope and enrichment and exposure opportunities for youth, your foundation has impacted over 15,000 children and families in your 10 years plus of service. So, Mr. Bethea, you are an inspiration to us all, and we are truly grateful for you and your family's generosity with this basketball court. This regulation high school size court is 84 by 50 feet with 2 hoops and a state-of-the-art LED athletic lighting. We're also working to install free Wi-Fi, which will be available in the upcoming months. This is much to be excited about. It's truly great to see this all coming together. As many of you know, a lot of hard work went into this project. In addition, again, to thanking Mr. Bethea and the Bethea Family Foundation, I would also like to recognize the leadership of David Freeman, Assistant City Manager. David, where are you? Raise your hand. He's always in the background. Michael Poplowski, Director of Parks and Recreation. I don't know if I saw Mike. The city's Department of Engineering, especially Project Manager Thomas Cheney, and the Department of Public Works, as well as, of course, our great city manager, Cindy Roth, and of course, Councilman Harris for initiating this whole process. Completion of the court would not be possible without all of you. So, and thank you, Sport Court of Virginia, for installing the fencing, the lighting, the bleachers, and the baskets, and the court surface. Is there a representative here from there? Oh, yes, thank you. Stand up, sir. We appreciate you all being here with us today. We have a few finishing touches to work on, including landscaping, irrigation, and installing water fountains, but the actual court is ready for play, of course following social distancing guidelines, which are still in place. This means that the court will be open for shooting hoops and perhaps games of horse, but no physical contact, at least not yet. Even so, I can't wait to get out there and show off some skills. So me and him, a game of horse 101. No dunking. I didn't wear my dunking shoes, so. But not only am I excited to get out there myself, I am thrilled to finally be opening this space to the community. As I mentioned during the groundbreaking ceremony, this basketball court will be a great outlet for our citizens. And the fact that it's donated by and named after such a talented athlete and native of Newport News makes it so much more special. Now, I know there will be a lot of great memories made on this court, and while we can't pack it full of people quite yet due to COVID-19 restrictions, I hope that someday, soon, we can see some tournaments out here, and that would really be nice. Thank you again, Mr. Bethea and the Bethea Family Foundation for your generosity, and now I'll turn things over to Councilman Harris. Thank you all.
And good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. And it is, like Mayor Price and Councilwoman Scott said, it's an exciting time to be here. I have the honor and privilege of introducing the person we are here to acknowledge, this great court that we now have and able to enjoy here in the city of Newport News. Before I do that, is there any of the Bethea Family Foundation board members here? I know I've seen one. We have one of the Bethea Family board members here, Mr. Lee. Came down from D.C. And it is an honor for me to be able to serve on that board with these great individuals. Before I introduce Mr. Bethea, you heard quite a bit about what he's already done. But one of the things I love about Mr. Bethea, not only is he a Newport News native, is that he's one of the most humble people that I've had the opportunity to meet. With all the accomplishments that he has had professionally, personally, you would never know he's been in some of the circles with some of the great people that he has been in, because he's just like one of us from Newport News, born and bred, and just able to come and give back to his city, give back to his community, and that's one of the things I love about him. I wish I could, I hear my name quite often mentioned when it says bring it to fruition with this project. Only thing I did was talk to him, and he told me what he wanted to do. And that's his heart, his love for this city, and all that he wants to bring back and give to Newport News, and which is commendable, because we have a great deal of talent here in our city that's going on to do great things, but not everybody comes back to give back to their city. Amen. And that's what we love about what Mr. Bethea is doing, him and his family's doing. I would be remiss for you to sit here and think that this is it, because he has a vision of what he wants to bring to our city. He has plans on what he wants to continue to do for our young people and for our seasoned individuals, so that we can make Newport News a community that people want to live and people can thrive and people can have a place that they call home and be proud about it. There's going to be some other courts. I'll let him talk about it if he wants to. There's going to be some other projects that hopefully we can be able to bring to fruition. But just over the past 7 to 8 months throughout the pandemic, he's been busy. He's been raising funds so that he can help people to be able to not be evicted from their homes. I want to say it was over $50-some thousand that was raised, and it was maybe over 10, I don't have the exact numbers, over 10 families that were able to stay in their homes because of the benevolence of the Bethea Family Foundation. So he's working. And it makes it, like I said, it makes me even more proud to know that he's one of us, and he's doing great things here in Newport News. He's provided over 4,000 meals to students. I mean, he's not sitting home getting big. He's trying to do big things for those out in our community. So that's why we love him for that. So without further ado, I'm even going to have Mayor Price, I'm going to put my mask back on. I'm going to have Mayor Price come back up as we have a letter from the city that we want to share with Mr. Bethea and his family. As he comes up, I'm not going to read it all, but this is a letter from the mayor of the city of Newport News, thanking you for what you continue to do. And like I said, we're honored that you come back home and do so much for our city and do so much for our young people. And this is from Mayor Price. And there you go. And now I'd like to bring up Mr. Antoine Bethea and his wife, Samantha Bethea.
How everybody doing? Good. I appreciate everybody out that was able to come out. I know everybody has a busy schedule and it's tough times, but I would like to say thank you to Mayor Price, thank you to Councilman Harris, thank you to Mr. Freeman, thank you to Sport Court, everybody who was able to help make this possible. Again, like Mr. Harris said, I have a vision in my mind, and I'm pretty sure my wife can speak on that. How crazy I am in the house and thinking about the things that I want to do to enhance this community. And this is what I love. I love Newport News, my family, my friends. What Newport News is all about has helped make me the man, the father, the husband, the athlete, the philanthropist that I am. Being able to grow up in these streets, these neighborhoods, and see the good and the bad, and that's what I welcome. My why, as far as wanting to donate this basketball court, is for the city of Newport News. I've traveled the world and been able to see other cities and what they have to offer, and I want that for Newport News as well. Being able to come out here and see an Antoine Bethea Basketball court, and obviously having my daughter and my two sons here, it's about leaving a legacy. Leaving a legacy so they can have something to come here and say, look, we didn't grow up here. My dad grew up here. My dad loves this place, and they can come back and they can acknowledge it as well. This is not going to be the only one. Hopefully, within the next 2 to 3 years, we're looking to put 7 more of these courts up in the city of Newport News. So. And to add on to that, it's other things that I would love to again partner with the city so we can make this thing flourish. So again, I appreciate everybody that was able to make it out. This is a blessing for me, my family. It's a blessing for the city of Newport News, and I'll turn it over to my beautiful wife, and I know she has some words as well.
Good afternoon. My name is Samantha. I'm Antoine's wife. And I'm just going to say a few things about his dedication to the city of Newport News, because I feel like I've just had such a bird's eye view of his love for the city and the people of the city and what the city has brought to him in his life and the type of success that he feels like he owes to being born and raised here, he just always talks about that motivation that he just gets from the city and some of the teachers that he's had and officials that have helped him along the way and provided a path that gave him the heart to give back. And first and foremost, before even that, his parents have always just instilled in him a giving spirit, and to not forget those who have given you the tools to become successful and to continue to flourish within your career and in any endeavor that you so choose. So thank you to all the city officials who have given their time and commitment and been on board with this project. Thank you to all the board members of the Bethea Family Foundation. Thank you for supporting us, and I thank you, Antoine, for being such an awesome father and partner and just friend, and showing me what it means to love where you're from and really give back and do it with a full heart. This is not anything but him and his desire to want to do good for the city that he feels has given him so much. So again, like he said, in the future, we have big plans. We've already done a lot that we feel helped the city during COVID, providing over 4,000 meals to students in the Newport News area during quarantine. And also, we raised over $50,000 of assistance to those who may be in, trouble of losing their homes because of being out of work and not being able to pay their rent or their mortgage. And we want to continue to do those things. Anywhere that there's a need, we want to continue to do our best to fulfill that need. And as always, we, love all the support and donation anyone can offer to the Bethea Family Foundation so we can continue to bring things like this to the city, a city that he so loves and that I've grown to love as well since I've been here. So again, thank you to all the officials who have made this possible. Thank you to Sport Court of Virginia and everybody who's put forth such blood, sweat, and tears. And thank you again. Also, I apologize for my phone. We're currently streaming live to the Bethea Family Foundation Instagram page. So.
Let's give them another round of applause. I'm just going to say one last thank you, because you know what, we can never thank people enough for all they do for our city. And the people that I work with on my philanthropy, I always tell them to color your spot. Mr. and Mrs. Bethea, you are coloring your spot here in the city of Newport News. Everybody can do something, and your contribution is going to be a legacy. It's going to make an impact for years to come, especially when you give the other six. We're counting on you. So we look forward to that. We don't take for granted your generosity, but we want you to know how much we appreciate it. So anytime you want to bring your friends to Newport News, tell them we got a spot for them too, okay? But I do want to thank all the city leaders and the officials and everyone from the community who came here today to help us celebrate. This is so exciting, not only for the city, which we are working toward the legacy of one city, but this is exciting for us here in the North District, because we are starting to get on the trail of benefiting from some of the projects that can come forth, things that have been delayed that we are expecting, and things that will be going forward. This sets a great legacy for our Denbigh Warwick plan, and so much more that you will hear about in the future. So we're going to cut the ribbon. Those of you who are participating in the ribbon cutting, you know who you are. So we're going to play another game. Follow me, okay? We're going to go here to our right. We're going to have to walk around the ribbon to get to where we're going to cut the ribbon. And those of you who would like to come, you can come and sit in the bleachers or stand nearby. But please come on and join us. This is a great day and a great celebration. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah!